Good morning, friends. Welcome to the concept solids part 1. Here, a glimpse of some important generalization and concepts will be dealt by me, basically related to the symmetry of solids, a number of particles in cubic lattice, then a relationship between radius and edge length. Some concept of limiting radius ratio will be dealt in part 1, whereas in the forthcoming venture, that is in part 2, I'll be dealing with the concept of packing efficiency, some concepts on density, then the properties, electric and magnetic properties of solids will be dealt in part 2. And part 3 of this series will be discussing some questions related to the concept and generalizations. So without wasting much of the time, let us move ahead with the concept, that is a glimpse of some important generalization and concepts for CET in solids. Well, the first part is calculating the elements of symmetry and number of particles. Elements of symmetry is not been mentioned in your NCERT textbook, but it is one of the very important concept as far as your NEET examination is concerned. So in total in a cube there are 23 elements of symmetry, and these include the number of planes, axis and the center of symmetries. So totally there are 9 planes of symmetry, that is 9 planes that can divide a cube into equal parts. There are 13 axes of symmetry, and always there is one center of symmetry. So in total there are 23 elements of symmetry. Now coming to the number of particles, we have dealt it in detail in our regular annual preparation. For a simple cube the number of particle is 1, for a BCC it is 2, and for an FCC the number of particles is equal to 4. Well, coming to the most important part of my discussion today, that is limiting radius ratio, LRR. So what is this limiting radius ratio? It is the ratio of the cation to that of anion, that is radius of cation divided by radius of anion, you get a certain value. Based on the range of that value, you can comment on the coordination number of the ionic solid. Again, this part is not discussed in your NCERT textbook, but it is very important for your CET, NEET as well as JEE. Okay, now the limiting radius ratio is R plus, that is radius of cation, divided by R minus, that is radius of anion. So you just need to remember this chart so that you can answer any amount of questions given on LRR. If the value of R plus divided by R minus fall in the range of 0.155 to 0.225, then the coordination number is 3, geometry is planar triangular. If the value falls in the range of 0.225 to 0.414, coordination number 4, tetrahedral geometry. 0.414 to 0.732, coordination number 6, octahedral geometry. 0.732 to 1.0, coordination number 8, and it is cubic geometry. So please do remember this chart, it is very important for your CET. Now coming to some important relationships. The relationship between radius r of the void and radius capital R of the sphere. Guys, in our theory we have studied the relationship between the tetrahedral void, octahedral void and sphere. That is, for every n number of spheres there are n number of octahedral voids and 2n number of tetrahedral voids. But here we are going to have a relationship between the radius of the void and radius of the sphere. So the generalization goes like this: radius of the tetrahedral void is equal to 0.225 into radius of the sphere, and radius of octahedral void is equal to 0.414 into radius of sphere. Now coming to the relationship between the nearest neighbor D, radius R, edge length A for a unit cell of cubic crystal. See, A and R is been discussed in our textbook. D is a new term for us. So what is this nearest neighbor D? Nearest neighbor refers to the distance between the centers of the two spheres that are attached to each other. Centers of the two spheres that are attached to each other, that is nothing but D is equal to 2 into radius R. You just need to remember this, D is equal to 2 into R. where r is the radius of the sphere. So now for a simple cube, we know that the particles touch along the edge. Therefore, A is equal to 2r, or r is equal to A divided by 2. Hence, D is equal to A. For BCC, we know that the particles touch along the body diagonal. Therefore, r is equal to square root of 3 divided by 4 into A, or D would be equal to, we know that D is equal to 2r, D is equal to root of 3 divided by 2 into A. For an FCC, the particles touch each other along the face diagonal. Therefore, r is equal to A divided by 2 root 2 and D is equal to A divided by root 2. Guys, the relationship between r and A, now L kaltidivi, we have studied this in dealing with packing efficiency. A is equal to 2r for simple cube, r is equal to root 3 by 4A for BCC, r is equal to A divided by 2 root 2 for FCC. Now coming to the ionic solids, which are not being dealt in your textbook again, but important for NEET. So for ionic solids, one of the very important question is NaCl type of a crystal. Now for an NaCl type of a crystal, 2 into radius of cation plus radius of anion is equal to edge length A. Now how it is? See, in case of NaCl, the chloride forms the FCC and Na plus is present in the octahedral void. We know that octahedral voids are present at the center of the edge. Now imagine an edge where at the corners there are 2 chloride and at the center there is Na plus. So what will be an edge? R minus for chloride, R plus for Na, R plus for Na, R minus for chloride. So an edge length A is equal to 2 into R plus plus of R minus. Similarly, for a BCC, as the particles touch along the body diagonal, R plus plus of R minus is equal to root 3 divided by 2 into A. And for an FCC, and for a simple cube, R plus and R minus is equal to A. Guys, I want you all to try out with the diagram. Okay, placing an anion at the body center in case of BCC, placing one anion at one edge, one corner, and a cation at other corner in case of a simple cube. You try it out, or else in my next video I'm going to show the diagram how these values appear, or how these generalizations have been derived by me. Well, next we shall discuss some more important generalizations in our next venture. Till then, please practice these generalizations and try to apply them in the MCQs. Guys, my target in presenting this video is to save your time. I have only said what you have already learnt. I have only summed up, condensed what you have already learnt. So thank you for the patient hearing and good luck.